Good evening, friends. This is Siddharth's Literature House YouTube channel. Today's topic is educational psychology. MCQs set first here. Important MCQs questions for the subject educational psychology for the exams of RPSC school lecturers and other such great examinations here. Let's start. The first question is, which school of psychology lays emphasis to make psychology as a pure science? Which term recognizes psychology as a pure science? Among of these options here, first option is cognitivism, second option is behaviorism, third option is gestualism, and fourth is constructivism. Among of these, one option is correct here. Let's see. Option B is correct response here. Behaviorism consider psychology as a pure science. Next question. Question number second. Which center of education psychology is? Education psychology is based on among of these facts. What is that? Options first is child, option second is teacher, option third is teaching method, and option fourth is curriculum. Education psychology revolves around the whose nature, that is in option first child. Child is the center of educational psychology here. Third question is, which schools of psychology emphasize to use objective and factual method of study? Among of these psychology schools give emphasis to objective and factual method of studies. What is that? Let's see. First option is psychoanalysis, second is cognitivism, third is behaviorism, and fourth is constructivism. The correct options is option third, behaviorism gives emphasis to use objective and factual method of studies here. Let's see another question. Question number fourth. Question number fourth is, which of the following statement is not true about teaching? Among of these, one of these not concerned with the term of teaching. Let's see what is that. Option first is teaching is modifiable. That is correct options here. Teaching is actual modifiables which modify the human's behaviors here. Option second is teaching is formal and informal. Yes, of course, it is also right. Teaching's nature is maybe formal or maybe informal. The way of teaching is dependent through formal or informal. Teaching is both ways, formal way and informal way. The third option is teaching is science as well as an art. It is correct answer here. It is correct thing. Teaching is science as well as an art. But in option fourth, teaching is instructions. The option fourth is not follow the term of teaching, the characteristic of teaching. Teaching is instructions. Teaching is not a type of instructions here. Question fifth is, classroom teaching should be. What is the correct way of classroom teaching? Among of these options here, we have to select one of the right answer here. Let's see. Intense. The classroom teaching should be intense. The classroom teaching should be interactive. The classroom teaching should be easy, and the classroom teaching should be one-sided. Classroom teaching is most effective when it is the way of having interaction or interactive process here. Then classroom teaching may be good. Next question. Question number 6. Educational psychology is concerned with. Educational psychology is concerned with which factor? That is the learner, that is the learning process, That is the learning situations or of the above. Education psychology has all three sectors here. Education psychology studies all three sectors here. It means the option fourth is correct option here. Education psychology is concerned with learner. Education psychology is also the learning process. Education psychology, the learning situations, concerned with learning situation, both all three terms including in education psychology here. Question number 7 is the teacher in the classroom makes effort. That questions tells us about the efforts of teachers here in the classroom. What type of efforts here? To provide experience to students, to provide opportunity to reflect, to provide supportive learning environment, or all of the above. During the classroom teaching, the role of teacher should have to provide experiences to students. What does the teacher have experience regarding the particular knowledge about the particular subject? He should share experience to the students. During classroom teaching, he should provide opportunity to reflect about the teachings, what they have learned that the particular subject. During classroom teaching, the teacher should provide supportive learning environment to learn that particular things what the teacher want to learn them and what the student want to learn during the classroom teaching process here. That all options are related to teacher's role during the classroom teaching here. Option 4th is correct answer here. Question number 8, let's see what is that. The founder of behaviorism schools of psychology was. Who was the founder of behaviorism schools here? Behaviorism schools is one of the branch of psychology. Who was the founder here? John Dewey, William James, Collar, John B. Watson. The correct options here. Option 4th, John B. Watson was the founder of behaviorism schools here. Question number 9 is analytical psychology is propounded by. Who propounded analytical psychology? Alfred Adler, Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, Gartner. Analytical psychology propounded by options 3rd, Carl Jung. Carl Jung was the main psychologist who propounded the analytical psychology here. Question number 10. Book named The Process of Education was written by. Who wrote the famous book The Process of Education? Among of these, one is the correct answer here. Carl Jung, Werner, Bloom, Geek. The best option is The Process of Education was written by Werner. Question 11th is which of the following is not the characteristic of principle of teaching? Among of these options, one of the characteristic is not belong to the principle of teaching. What is that? Let's see. Eagerness to learn. Option 2nd, constructions of knowledge. Option 3rd, lack of sequence. Option 4th, verification. The principle of teaching depends also eagerness of learn. When there is no eagerness, no one can learn about that particular things. Construction of knowledge. Principle teaching tells us during the teaching there must be construction of knowledge of one's mind. Option 3rd, Lack of sequence. Lack of sequence is not related to the principle of teaching here. The option third is that is not belong to characteristic or principle of teaching here. Verification after learning, it is necessary during the teaching process. After the teaching process, what the student, what the people have learned, that must be verified. That is also related to principle of verifications here. Next question. Question number 12. Which schools of psychology emphasized on the use of factual and objective methods to study? This question is repeated question here. Friends, same question is already given in the videos here. Let's see. Psychoanalysis, constructivism, behaviorism, cognitivism. Options third is correct answer here. Behaviorism use objective methods of study and factual methods, that belongs to behaviorism, factual and objective methods to studies here. Question 13 is the family imparts education to the child. In which method child is educated in his family? What is the way of imparting knowledge, imparting education to him? That is informal way, that is formal way, that is deliberately, or that is regularly. Child is educated through the families. That option is informally he is educated. Next question. Question number 14. For maintaining an effective discipline in the class, the teacher should. What teacher should be if he wants or she wants to maintain an effective discipline in the classroom? What he should be? Let's see. Allow the student to do what they like? No. If he she allows the student to do what they like, that is a not correct way for maintaining an effective discipline. That is not correct way. Deal with the student strictly. If the teacher deals with the student strictly, that of atmosphere, that the environment of the classroom may be disturbed here. So this option is also not correct option here. Option third is give the students some problems to solve. For making an effective discipline in the classroom, there is no such situation to giving the students some problems to solve every time. That is not proper belong to maintain effective discipline here. Option fourth is deal with them politely and firmly. That is, of course, if teacher behaves or deals with them politely and firmly, then he success to maintain an effective discipline in the classroom here. Question number 15. Educational psychology covers the entire ranges of behavior and personality as related to education. This definition was given by who gave such great definitions regarding educational psychology, which means covers the entire ranges of behavior and personality as related to education. That great psychologists want to give stress that educational psychology is the basic part to cover up the entire ranges of behavior, because educational psychology is the main purpose of education psychology to modify the behavior and personality that relates to education. Who said about it? Options are Skinner, Crow and Crow, Kolsanic, Thorndike. The best option is this definition is given by Skinner, who said that education psychology is the basic things of modify the behavior and personality of the learner during the situations of education. Next question, question number 16. Education psychology describes and explains the learning experiences of an individual from birth through old age. This statement is given by one of them who said that educational psychology is the process from birth through old age. Education psychology that doesn't has any limitations. It belongs to from since birth until the age of old age, which describes and explains the learning experience. Education psychology is started from the birth of the pupil and stayed at the old age because learning experience doesn't stop. Who said about it? Skinner, Crow and Crow, Brahm, Kupuswami. Option B is correct option here. Option B is correct. Crow and Crow said about this term that education psychology describes and explains the learning experience of an individual from birth through old age. 17th question, utility of educational psychology for teacher is: how does educational psychology helps the teacher? That is question belongs for to know about self knowledge and preparation of children, to know about needs of children. Both first and second are true, both first and second are true or false. Educational psychology basically help the teachers to know about self knowledge and preparation of children, to know about needs of children. Both terms, in both terms, educational psychology helps the teacher about the fundamentals of behaviors of the students, children, and teacher can easily understand about the environment of the classroom and the structure of the teaching. Everything basically educational psychology provides to teacher. Next question, question number 18. Knowledge of educational psychology helps a teacher. If teacher has great knowledge about educational psychology, it definitely helps the teacher during his teaching process, during maintaining a discipline environment in the classroom, to know individual differences of children, to select proper methods of teaching, to maintain discipline in classroom. Educational psychology helps a teacher to know individual differences of children here, to select proper methods of teaching here, to maintain discipline in classrooms. In all terms, educational psychology helps a teacher to understand the differences of children, to understand the proper methods of teaching, and understand the atmosphere of the classroom, to maintain discipline in classroom also. 19th question, the best method to make a study of a school distress is. What is the best method to study of a school distress? That's a case study method, questionnaire method, survey method, experimental method. In educational psychology, a teacher can understand about school's disasters through the first option, case study method. Here 19th correct option is first. Case study method helps to understand school's disasters here. Next question, question number 20th. Appropriate suggestions to motivate a learner to come to school regularly may be. What is the correct suggestion where student can be motivated to come to get regular classes here. That's options are scolding, never. If students, if learner is scolded, how he can come to school? Criticize, no. If learners are criticized, he or she doesn't have any interest to come to get regular classes. Fine? No. The best optional answer is incentive. If there is some kind of incentive given to the learner, he or me maybe come to class regularly. That is the best method, incentive, which motivates to learner to come to class regularly here. Next question is 21st question. 5 steps lesson plan concept was given by whom? Pestalozzi, Spencer, Herbert, Bloom. This is very famous question, friends, here. Very known question. That is Herbert who gave 5 steps lesson plans concept here. Next question, 22nd question. Teaching is a relationship which helps the child to develop his power. This definition is given by who said teaching is a relationship? That is correct answer. Rayban said that teaching is a relationship which helps the child to develop his power. 23rd question. Teaching is a task of teacher which is performed for the development of the child. Here, in previous question, who said teaching is a relationship? Who considered teaching is a relationship? Rayban considered teaching is a relationship. But in this question, teaching is a task. Who said teaching is a task? Here, teaching is a task of teacher which is performed for the development of the child. According to whom? Options are Heyman, Crow and Crow, T.F. Green, Watson. T.F. Green considered that teaching is a task, but Rayburn considered teaching is a relationship. Next question, 24th question here. The least important source of disciplinary problems encountered in the school is. The least important source of disciplinary problems encountered in the school is. What is that? Teachers punishing students as a rule? No, that is not an important source of disciplinary problems encountered in the school. Headmaster forcing strict discipline on students and teachers. Next question, next option, unsuitable curriculum. That is also not related to disciplinary problems encountered in the school. Fourth option is irrelevant teaching models. That is not related to disciplinary problems encountered in the school. Option second is correct option here. The least important source of disciplinary problems encountered in the school is headmaster forcing strict discipline on students and teachers. Next question, 25th question is that who suggested teaching is a system of action intended to produce learning? Who told teaching is a system? In previous question, if we recall, Rayban told teaching is a relationship. T.F. Green said teaching is a task. But here, who suggested teaching is a system of an action intended to produce learning? Teaching is an action which is intended to produce learning. Who said? Morrison, B.O. Smith, Brunner, Simpson. Option second is correct answer here. B.O. Smith suggested teaching is a system of action intended to produce learning. Here B.O. Smith considered teaching is action intended. Next question, 26th question is that stimulation and inspirations are of fundamental importance in stimulation and inspiration, in which term both aspects are fundamental, which has importance, that is teaching, that is learning process, that is learning. Stimulation and inspiration are fundamental importance, where term follows it. Teaching follows these stimulation and inspiration. In other words, we can say that here stimulation and inspirations are fundamental importance in teaching, because teaching is dependent on these aspects here, stimulation and inspirations here. Next question, 27th question. Who defines teaching as an interactive process, primarily classroom talk, which takes place between teacher and pupil and occurs during certain definable activities? Who said about that teaching is an interactive process during classroom talk taking between teacher and pupil during definable activities? Who said? Bloom said, Edmund Amidon said, Yorkman and Simpson said, John Wives said. The best and correct option is here. Option second, Edmund Amidon said, teaching as an interactive process during classroom activities between teacher and pupil. Next question, 28th question here. Who regards teaching as an organization of learning? Who said? Who considered teaching as organizations of learning? Very, very important questions here. Marshall, Morrison, Simpson and Bloom. Correct answer here. Marshall regarded teaching as organization of learning. Teaching as organization of learning, said by Marshall. Next question, 29th question is social phenomenon out of the following. What is social phenomenon? Learning is considered as social phenomenon. Instruction is considered as social phenomenon. Maturation is considered as social phenomenon, or teaching is considered as social phenomenon. Learning is individual, instruction is given to individual by individual, maturation is also considered as individual, but teaching concept is a social phenomenon here, which belongs to society. Next question. Question number 30th question here. Good teaching means. Friends, what is the meaning of good teaching here? Let's see options. Somehow learning, that is good teaching. No, that is not good teaching here. Process of education, no, that is not good teaching here. Teaching objectives, no, that is also not good teaching sense here. What is good teaching? Where maximum learning concept related, that is good teaching. Where someone gets maximum learning, that belongs to good teaching. So maximum learning is called as good teaching here. Thank you for watching Siddharth's Literature House YouTube channel. We will continue providing educational psychology most important questions MCQ sets here. In my next video, please like and subscribe to my channel and share to your friends and everyone. Please like it. Thank you.